大魔法使いフランメの魔導書ですか。
フランメの著書に本物なしって言われていてね。今まで偽物の魔導書しか見つかっていないんだ。
Not in the
これが
present
今までで
timeline.
一番出来のいい偽物かな。
Really?
何がいいのかさっぱりだな。
しかし、こうも偽
Where
物
does
し
she
かない
keep
と
all the books
I
while
don't-
she's
that's what
traveling?
I've
す
been
るかどう
saying.
かわからなくなりますね。
人類の魔法の階層、フラン
Oh,
メ自体
Flam
が
founded
おとぎ
human?
話のようなもの。
Okay, the phrasing of that's very
The founder
interesting
of
to me.
humanity's
Humanity's
magic.
magic.
Is an elf considered humanity?
My first instinct is no. In a world where there are humans and that is a category,
Yeah.
I would think humanity was limited to those humans.
Yeah, instead of like elvish magic, right?
Or dwarf magic. Yeah. Are there other races besides dwarfs and elves?
I don't know.
I don't know.
おとぎ
We've
話
also still never met another dwarf or an elf.
そう
Where is their territory?
それだけの年月が経った。あの人の顔を覚えているのは
Oh.
多分私
I
だ
mean, not probably. It's been thousands of years. No
Unless
one
there's
else would
other
be
elves.
capable. That's true. That's a good point. But are there other elves? People seem to not be super surprised to meet an elf.
フリーレン様が
それ、すごいことなの。
当たり前です。こういう時は
And let's encourage this habit.
This good parenting.
あ
何これ。
You're encouraging her to start early so you don't have to wait till noon to start your adventures every day.
If she's
Or-
a behaviorist, she definitely comes on the side of positive reward instead of punishment.
Surprised they don't adapt to her schedule.
Whoa.
What are they doing with these boulders? They're just dropping them. Look out below!
Why are you even having Stark use a shovel? Just give him an axe, bro.
途方に暮れていたところでした。
It's funny the North Kingdom isn't upset that the South Kingdom's just like, yeah, screw you, see you later.
こんなことする必要あるのか。
不満なの？報酬は悪くないよ。
そうじゃなくて、魔法で場所を向こうに運んだりでき
But
る
then
だ
other
ろ。
people can't get through.
それだと後の人が困るでしょ。自分勝手だね、したら。
お前にだけは言われたくね
Frieren's actually not selfish at all, except with time.
Uh-huh.
And that's not because she's selfish, just because she's...
Doesn't get it.
Yeah, sometimes she lacks empathy.
え。なんでここだけこんなに崩れてるんだ。
北側諸国も場所によっては魔族と交戦状態にあるところもありまして。
That makes it sound way less serious than the South did.
I thought they were most of the way done. Apparently
スタルク
not.
様そっちは一旦置いておいて、こっちを手伝ってもらっていいですか？
Well, it didn't sound like defeating the Demon Lord had quite the massive effect that we were hoping for.
な
If the forces are still
あ、
this
そのシュタルク様ってのやめない。
powerful and
落ち着かないんだ。
organized.
年だってそんな変わらねえだろ。
How old are they?
I
そ
don't
うです
know.
か。わかりました。スタルク、さっさとこっち手伝って。
タメ口そういうのじゃなくてさ、さん付けとか、くん付けとか、いろいろあるでしょ。
What's more casual than casual
愛
rudeness?
想よくしてくれよ。気づきやすいんだよ。
めんどくさいな、こいつ。
こいつって言った。
本当に
They
あ
do
り
a
が
lot
と
of
うござい
lifting
ま
of
した。
rocks and
よ
wood
けれ
and
ば
things.
町までご案内します。
Pick stuff up and
し
put
か
it
し
down
エ
with
ルフで
magic.
すか。
Ooh.
長く生きてきましたが、生まれて初めて見ました。
まあ、珍しいからね。
Tell
そう
me
いえば
more.
フリーレン様以外のエルフって見たことがあ
Yes.
りませんね。
This is the info I wanted
数
so
がとても少
badly.
ないからね。私だって同族を見たのは数え
Really?
What?
What about your
Then
parents?
how do they procreate?
Over her
私たち
thousands of
エルフは
years?
長くは生きるけど、恋愛感情や生殖本能みたいなものが軒並み
What?
欠落してい
Then
る
how
か
do you
らね
reproduce at
How
all?
do you exist?
緩やかに絶滅していってるんだよ。最後に同族と会ったのも400年以上前
400 years ago? Okay, this has been a trope in a few other stories that we've read, like Aragon. The elves in that book had children very, very, very rarely.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
they were also, I believe, sort of like dwindling in population.
But it wasn't because of lack of romantic
Yeah,
feelings.
they just had fertility issues.
Yeah.
まあ
Interesting.
終わりは近いのかな。
Can elves and humans procreate to make half elves in this world?
I don't know. We'll have to go to the Undying Land and ask Himmel. Give it a good old college
街が
try.
見えてきました。
It's interesting to me that for some reason we link, because I would say, I think there's other stories as well that do the same trope with like elves not having as much reproductive interest or ability as humans. And usually elves are typically portrayed as like a more civilized version of humans. So it's weird that we have this like internal association with civilized or civilization, cultured, I don't know what you would call that, and not having kids. Isn't that kind of a weird association or correlation?
I've never thought
Because
about
I definitely, well, I guess we know fundamentally the biological drive to reproduce, you would say that that is more of animalistic in nature because animals have it and we have it.
That's true.
So it makes sense if you're trying to portray something fictional that is like more of the thing that makes humans humans as opposed to animals, which are elves. They would have less of the things that humans have in common with animals, a la drive for
Specifically
reproduction.
romantic interest.
Well, I would say
Oh,
romantic
swans.
interest. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because swans have romantic interest.
今日は
Elephants.
勇者ヒンメル様ご一行がこの地域を支配していた魔族
Whoa.
をしてくださった日です。
Is that a horse snake chimera hybrid? Hydra?
解放祭は
They also are all like
記念し
these
たもので
massive, about the same size.
町の
Yeah.
中央広場にあるヒンメル様たちの像を飾り付け町
Aww.
全体で
That's so
盛大に祝うのです。
North Kingdom is way chiller than I thought it was going
I
to be.
know.
噛んでも噛んでも祭りに従う。
魔族が倒されたのは
We need
もう
reasons to
80
celebrate.
年以上も前になります。人間にとって何かを忘れ去るのに十分すぎる
The
時間
festivals
True.
help us remember intergenerationally. That's a really
そ
good
れで
point.
もこの日だけは皆ヒン
Yeah,
メル様たちを思い出すのです。
because otherwise you'll forget. Your
上出
kids
来だ
will
ね
forget. Your grandkids would forget.
リテイク5回か。今回
Every
は
time
早く
Himmel?
終わりましたね。
Oh, really?
ヒンメルってよく像を作ってもらっているよね。
みんなに覚えていてほしいと思ってね。僕たちは君と違って長く生きるわけじゃないから。
Makes sense.
後世にしっかりと僕のイケメンぶりを残しておかないと。
そろそろ宿に戻ろっか。
でも一番の理由は君が未来で一人ぼっちにならないようにするためかな。
Aww.
何それ。
僕たちは確かに実在したんだ。
Oh, so everywhere she goes, people will still know who she is and recognize her?
And then she's not just a fairy tale. But
Yeah,
also so
because
she can
otherwise,
see them.
I mean, they see the statues and they're like, oh, you're Frieren.
Yeah.
So it's like he sort of made her have friends everywhere she goes without her even
Aww.
needing to meet people. It kind of gets around the difference in human lifespan versus her lifespan.
He took such
こ
good
うやっ
care.
Really
て
did.
毎年のように勇者ヒンメル様ご一行の功績を称え
She
るの
looks the
です。
exact same. Hasn't even changed her hairstyle.
そういえばあなたは勇者様ご一行の
Really?
リーレン様の像によく似ていらっしゃる。
That's crazy. You
Did he
even
not
have the
ask
same
her name?
clothes.
100
And the
年後
same
も続いてい
name.
るかも。
この町が続く限りは
1000年後は
それはわかりませんな。
Town still stands.
That was a little ominous.
Yeah.
よし、行こうか。
That's pretty with the flowers.
目指すは北の果てだ。
そういえばこの旅の目的地ってまだ聞い
Starks
て
just
な
along
か
for the ride.
った。どこなんだ？
Hop it, loser. We're going on an adventure.
天国。
そいつは楽しそうだ。
That was a very chill way to take that news. Graph Granite's domain.
So also, did you notice they showed a pure blue sky when they said heaven? Because that's what most people think of.
Yeah.
What an interesting concept.
とりあえず買い出し当番決めようぜ。
Nose goes.
When you want to
Except
do
for
the
food,
shopping, then you get to pick what you want to eat and how to spend the money.
フリーレン様、街中ですよ。魔族だ。
Human-like demons? Whoa.
Whoa. They come in this size? We've only seen
The Demon
giant
King. Remember the
ones.
Demon King?
Whoa.
What is happening?
I'm surprised they got to Frieren. Maybe you shouldn't expect them to target her?
グラナト伯爵、あなたの差し金ですか？
リグナー殿、確かにわしはお前たちを殺したいほど憎んでいる。だが、街中で堂々と和睦の使者を手にかけるほどバカではないわ。大方事情も知らぬ冒険者といったところだろう。
そういうことにしておきましょう。冷静で殺意のこもった冷たい目だ。 私たちを憎んでいるこの町の住民でさえ、私を見るときは怯えながらも人を見る目をしている。だが、君のその目はまるで猛獣でも見ているかのよ
He's
うな
got
目
like
だ。
a family with him.
実際にそうでしょ。お前たち魔族は人の声真似をするだけの言葉の通じない猛獣だ。
What does that mean?
屋敷の地下牢に入れておけ。
Whoa.
You're just gonna leave the rest of her party? And she's just going?
Why is Frieren... Like, Frieren has to consent to be thrown in a dungeon. Maybe for her, she's like, well, that's... Who cares? Because she doesn't care about time passing, really?
I'm so
she doesn't
confused.
care about being sent into a dungeon.
What
It's not
the
worth
heck?
the trouble of stopping it.
Looks like the Tower of
Because
London.
think about it. Oh, we were talking about this. I know that this show is getting to me because I sort of bring up parallels from it in casual conversation with our friends. We were talking with our friends and they were telling us how in Finland, if you get a speeding ticket, the amount that you're charged is proportional to how much your yearly income is.
Which
So
is crazy.
if somebody makes like $1 million a year, their speeding ticket is like
a lot
1%
more.
of $1 million, right? What, $10,000? Whereas if somebody makes $30,000 a year, their speeding ticket is still 1% of $30,000, $300, right?
Yeah, something, it's proportional.
So I said, wow, guys, if we lived in a fantasy world and they were elves, we'd have to make their prison time proportionate to their lifespan. So that makes sense, right? Because Frieren has the same attitude as like a billionaire speeding in a country.
Year in prison would be like
She's like, okay,
100 years
cool.
to her.
I'll
in
do
prison.
whatever I want because I'll just go to prison and it's like a minute for me.
But what about her companions?
I know. That's always the problem. Also, yes, everyone did look at me like, what the hell are you freaking talking about, Wesley?
暇だな。
Yeah.
Which how I knew I was not among any fellow
Bored. She'd still
Frieren
experience boredom, right?
フリーレン様、
viewers.
I can't believe they're not worried about her
2、3年
companions
は
at
反
all.
省しろってさ。
2 or
思
3
って
years.
たより短いね。後で魔導書の差し入れ持ってきて。
フリーレン様は本当に時間を無駄にするのが好きですね。
魔族が和睦の使者ってどういうことなの？
担当台のアウラは知っていますよね。
Aura the
魔
Guillotine?
王直下の大魔族。七宝剣の一人
Seven
でしょ。
Stages of Destruction?
私たちとの戦いで配下のほとんどを
That's
失
a
って
wild name.
消息不明のはずだけど。
They killed the Demon King, but they didn't kill the Seven Sages?
アウラは28年も前に力を取り戻しています。この町はその軍勢と長い間戦ってきたようなのですが、無益な殺し合いに疲弊したアウラ側が和睦の申し出をしてきたそうです。
それで死者を受け入れたのか。悪手だね。
It's
魔
inter-
族との対話なんて無駄な行為だ。
I thought the demons were all going to be like giant monsters.
Yeah.
Are there some that are more
Or shape-shifting.
human-like?
Shape-shifting
Maybe
monsters.
they're shape-shifting. A normal narrative structure to me would be like, oh, the humans think that the demons are not human-like at all, but the wise elf Frieren is the one to be like, hey guys, actually, we can negotiate and figure this out. But
Yeah.
it's the exact opposite where the humans are like, oh yeah, we're going to negotiate with these demons, and Frieren, the wise, ancient
It's
elf,
like, no,
is
kill
like,
them
what are you
immediately.
doing? Isn't that interesting?
It's interesting because my immediate thought is to be like, oh, they're just misunderstood.
Yeah,
too.
that's what my thinking
I'm
is.
like, oh, they seem normal, and she's like, no, they're not normal.
And my inclination is to trust Frieren because she's never been shown to be wrong. But my instinct as
is like, no.
my instinct from all the Western stories that I've ever heard is to be like, no, they're misunderstood. So I don't know which way
だ
to
ってことはねえだろ。
interpret.
言葉があるんだ。話し合いで解決するならそれに
Yeah,
越し
yeah,
たことは
like
ねえ
Stark
じゃ
is
ねえ
saying.
か。
解決しないから無駄なんだよ。魔族は人食いの化け物だ。そいつらが人類と同じ言葉を使う理由を考えたことはある。
No.
No.
勇者様
I always
早くとどめを
assume it's for our benefit as the oh.
それ
That looks a lot like the one that was in town.
She ate their
Whoa.
daughter.
Oh.
痛い。痛いよ。お母さん。
もういい。私がやる。
これでは魔族と同じだな。
Well, your daughter's still there.
別に人を食わないと生きていけないってわけじゃないんだろう。償う機会を与えてやってもいいじゃないか。
What a horrible way to go to be eaten to death.
Yeah.
Presumably
うちで
alive.
手当てをしよ
At his
Oh,
home?
her
Oh,
daughter's
yeah,
gonna
daughter's
die.
gonna
う。手伝いを探していたところだ。
ヒンメル。今殺しておかないと後悔するよ。だってあいつ。
フリーレン、 僕たちには言葉がある。どうせこの村には滞在するんだ。様子を見ようじゃないか。
So you're willing to risk this little girl's life?
Oh no.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, the little girl in the background just staring at butterflies.
Oh no, they're by themselves.
Gain the trust.
Do they not have to eat humans? Whoa.
Oh, she killed him.
なぜ村長を殺した？
やっぱりあの時殺しておくべきだったんだわ。
Is the little girl alive or
また
dead?
です。あなたから毎日のように殺意を感じていました。私は平穏に過ごしたい。ですから用意しました。私が食べてしまったあなたの娘の代わりを。
その子は村長の娘だ。
The demon thinks differently.
Just completely.
Completely differently. It doesn't understand, like, oh, that daughter was irreplaceable. It says, oh, I'll just give you another one. I want to live in peace. Here, this is my atonement. I thought the daughter was going to be
I thought
dead.
the daughter was going to be dead. The demon harbored no affection towards the village chief who took care of her.
None.
None.
村長はもういませんよ。
No, affectionless.
私は何か選択を間違えてしまったようですね。仕方がありません。この子は人質に。
Whoa.
もう止めないよね。
ああ。
お母さん。
It makes me
She
kind of
says mom
sad,
because she
actually.
knows that everybody has sympathy for her when she says mom.
Well, that's what Frieren said. Why do demons speak the same language as humans? To manipulate them. It's the implication, I'm guessing.
But it seems to me that they don't even understand. They know that when they say something, it gets the reaction they want.
But why would
they
she-
don't understand why.
They don't understand humans at all.
They don't understand affection or yeah.
It's weird because the demon seemed like she was trying to make amends with the people who wanted to kill it. That's what's odd to me. So it seems like there is
but
some...
not love. They're loveless.
Yeah, loveless,
They don't
but-
understand love, and they
and
don't understand
morals-
when they hurt other people and take away the loved one
But-
because they don't understand that.
So is it like they just can't? It's a question that's really difficult for me because clearly...
It's all logic based. There's no love. They're like, oh, I injured them in some way. I don't understand how I injured them because I can't fathom the concept of love. But I will try to give them something in exchange, an equal exchange. But they don't understand that there is no equality there because they're missing the
It's
key
just weird
element.
because they're capable of thought and intelligence, but then they can't learn. It's also...
Or they can learn. They can learn. If I do this, it gets the reaction I want. They're like the ultimate psychopath, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't understand?
また
So no
お母
empathy.
さんか。魔族は魔物と同じで子育ての習慣がなく、
Really?
産み落とされてから多くの時間を天涯孤独に過ごす。
They don't raise their young at all.
お前たちは孤独を当たり前とする生物で、家族という概念すら存在しない。なのに、なんでお母さんなんて言葉を使うの？だって、殺せなくなるでしょ。
That's what you said.
Yeah.
まるで魔法のような。
It's a magic word to them. They don't understand why it works. They just know it does. That's crazy. The author to be able to understand that and to make a creature like that.
And to understand that humans would project humanity into an unhuman creature that resembles a human.
Yeah. Wow, that was
Because
good.
our theory of mind, I think, therefore I am, we can never actually understand what's going on in anybody else's mind.
You just project your own emotions onto them.
Yeah, and you can never understand how your system of thinking, the paradigms you operate under, your values, anything like that is actually going to be different from somebody that you're talking to. And we all just kind of assume that we're about the same as everybody else because we're all human. But then it breaks down when you can't
Yeah.
do that.
Their words are just a means of deceiving us.
人類を欺く術だ。大魔法使いフランメは言葉を話す魔物を魔族と定義づけた。その祖先は獲物をおびき寄せるために
Oh, help,
この
mom.
陰から助けてと言葉を発した。
Whoa, so that's the only... It's just so interesting because, like, this is
The
so
lore of it.
opposite of every single
Show.
Western version of this type of a plot line I've ever heard. Where
I've never seen
I've
anything
never
like
seen
that.
it done. It's always like, no.
They're misunderstood.
They're just misunderstood.
They're different, so they're misunderstood.
I've never seen it done the opposite, where everyone is like too kind.
Yeah.
And they get punished for it. It's crazy. It reminds me of the story of the frog and the scorpion.
Oh yeah, I went on the frog's back, and the frog
The
trusted
scorpion's
him.
like, "Can you give me a ride across the river?"
Yeah.
And this frog's like, "No, of course not. You'll sting me." And the scorpion goes, "Why would I sting you?
I'll die too.
I'll die too." And then when they get into the middle of the river, the scorpion stings the frog, and the frog goes, "What the hell?" As it's dying. And
Yeah.
why would you do that? And the scorpion goes, "Why would you expect me to act against my own
nature.
差し入れよろしくね。
She's not more worried? So do
Frieren
demons
の伯爵
just enjoy
遅い
eating
ですね。
people? We kind of
人
glossed
類
over
の外
that.
交戦術だろう。それより気になるのはあの魔法使いだ。あの顔どこかで。
Whoa. I'm really curious to see how the author
言葉の
handles
通じない猛獣か。
non-human creatures
実に的
and
確
their
な表
thinking
現だ。
patterns.
That's an accurate
この町で
description.
彼女だけが我ら魔族
Whoa,
の
they're
本質を理
self-aware
解
of
して
their
い
true
る。
nature?
人を食らう捕食者が人の言葉を話す理由などただ一つ。
So like
分か
vampires,
り合う
kind
た
of.
めの言葉ではなく、欺くた
But different, because vampires are still fundamentally human.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
self-emotion.
actually, we almost don't have any mythologies about fundamentally inhuman creatures
Yeah, you just
with the
have-
capability of
They're
speech.
considered crazy people, right? If they don't understand human emotion.
Elves are like not human, but the things that make us human, the elves have those things too,
Yeah.
like morals, family, etc., etc. I can't think of any creature that would have none of that. Even creatures that don't have families that are mythological usually have like
It's interesting to me that the
feelings, morals.
demons have kind of united to work together, because it sounds like they typically are more like
Solitary, yeah.
Solitary, yeah.
I'm surprised that they cannot have. I'm sorry, we're pausing so much. It's just such cool world building, and I'm curious about it. I'm surprised that they can come together to work together, because in human societies, typically it's viewed as like in evolutionary biology, humans became units with the ability to like speak to each other, and empathy and mutual collaboration, family units, nuclear family units, where everyone's like working together and understanding each other really well.
For the greater overall good.
And sacrificing themselves for the sake of their family. And then that grew to like a tribe, and that grew, and they were able to have
Reciprocity.
reciprocity, grow a society based on that reciprocity, right? But it seems like from what we heard from the demons, I have a hard time believing that they're going to have all of that. If they have no concept of family, how can they have a concept of a society or like a military unit? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
くはないな。どさくさに紛れて脱獄しよう。
Dang, she's that fatalistic about it.
Yeah. It makes sense. She's seeing what they can do.
ここは
息子の部屋だ。出来のいい息子でな。早く家督を継いでわしに楽をさせると。生意気なことをよく言っておった。
Did he get killed by demons?
これは御前試合で陛下から賜った剣だ。
ご子息は今どちらに？
The sword's
10
cracked.
年前にアウラとの戦
10
いで
years
死んだ。
ago?
What?
帰ってきたのはこの剣だけだ。お前たちを招き入れ
Whoa!
息子の無念を晴らす。
Whoa! It's whack. I feel it's crazy that I'm rooting for someone to break a parlay. But
I know. I've never wanted to do
I've
that
never
before.
But I'm like, yeah, F them up. They're just trying to, because the demons even admitted in their own conversation with each other, like, oh yeah, we're only doing this to get an advantage and be predatory and take advantage of their proclivities and humans' pro-social nature.
Yeah,
which
so
makes sense.
So
So
they
it's
like
cool.
are
They're
preying on their fundamental nature of trying to take advantage of humans. It seems like a really bad problem to have Frieren locked up.
yeah.
Maybe you should free her. I have a feeling everyone in this
free
is going to
Frieren,
die.
free
We
Frieren.
haven't seen what demons can do.
That's true.
ま
At
だ
least
全
I'm
員殺す。
gonna try to kill
打
them.
撲なんてクソくらいだ。
He's just going to use the information available to him.
この部屋はよく掃除が行き届いています。きっと10年前と変わらぬままなのでしょう。私もあなた方に殺された父上の部屋はもうやめにしませんか、グラナト卿。それともまた互いに血を流し
He doesn't care about his dad.
Yeah, more so it's like
つもりですか。
they know that humans like to find empathy
私たちには言葉が
and
あります。
equivalence.
どうか 話し合いの機
Man,
会
they keep on saying that. That green gem's messing with me because it looks like Violet
It
Evergarden's.
does.
She's got a black hole.
客室に案内して
Oh
やる
no.
Ah, they got me.
So they're just manipulation masters. That's what it means to be a predator. That's what it means to really be a predator of a human.
Yeah.
You're a manipulation
Manipulative.
master. So the same way we know with chickens, we hang them upside down and they stop fighting. What? It's the
Okay.
same thing. Like the demons are, because we're predators to chickens. Demons are predators to us. So
Okay.
they know that if they use
certain
their words
words.
in certain ways, that we basically just let
Fall
down our
apart.
guard. Yeah.
少し考える
I have a feeling they're gonna kill you all before that can happen. And the little girl especially. It looks like he's there with his children.
父上って何？
なんだろうね。
They don't even know. So they truly have no concept of father. It is just like magic words that they say.
My father died and I'm upset. My father died and I'm upset.
Yeah.
グラナト伯爵は我々に恨みがあるようだが、人情に熱いお方のようだ。取り入れれば和睦と称して、この町の防護結界を解除させることも可能だろう。あとはアウラ様の軍勢は
Whoa.
この
It's
町を
crazy to hear them
滅ぼして
talk
くだ
about
さい
it so
I know!
cavalierly.
And so openly, like nobody's spying on them or eavesdropping?
Tokoro-
And with no reservations.
ドラートの姿が見えないようだが、
邪魔者を消しに行くってさ。
Oh, Frieren maybe?
先走ったな。若いやつは血の気が多くて困る。
It's weird that they can have a hot-blooded demon when they're so like apathetic.
ドラート殿、このようなところに来られては困ります。
Hope you're dead.
客室に
Whoa.
I'm a little worried for Frieren because she doesn't have her staff thingy.
She can materialize it though.
誰？面会時間ではないはずだけど。
断頭台のアウラが配下。首切り役人の一人、ドラートだ。お前を殺しに来た。
Thank you for telling her.
そう。外交ごっこはもう終わり。
They actually feel very much like Frieren, weirdly. Because they're
リグナー
they're
様
like
の見立
humans
てに
but
よ
a
れ
little
ば
bit different.
この少女が我らの唯一の障害。こいつを始末すれば、あとはグラナト伯爵を懐柔するだけで、この町は容易に落ちる。
言っておくけど私強いよ。
俺よりもか？
断頭台のアウラ。
Whoa. That was
Yeah,
badass.
just
I
so
love
you
Frieren.
know.
Because I'd say another common theme in almost every Western media that I've ever seen is justice losing to empathy.
Yeah.
Because there's always a continuum, right? When you're a leader or fundamentally when you have the power of law in your hands,
Yeah.
justice or mercy. Usually in Western media, I can think of very few instances where someone picks justice and they're not punished, and very few instances where someone picks empathy and they're not rewarded.
Yeah.
So like the message is obvious to you as the watcher. It's like, oh, we should always be
Extend
empathetic
mercy
and
whenever
merciful.
possible.
Yeah.
This is really good because
So-
it goes against all the tropes.
It's exactly the opposite where
Yeah.
I think it's also just speaking to me because this is like one of my pet issues in a lot of different fantasies where
You're
I'm
like, no, that person deserves to die. Stop being empathetic to them. They're
Because-
playing you. They're not being genuine. Or even if they are genuine, like they could still do it again.
yeah, misplaced empathy and mercy makes you complicit if that person then goes on to hurt other people.
Yeah. So
And
like
that's what-
if you give somebody mercy and then they go and they kill again or they rape again or whatever it is, are you complicit in that because you kept giving them chances?
I think you are. In my opinion, and this is just a crazy example to illustrate it, because the thing is, like, laws and protections are there to protect you, not from normal people, but from psychopaths who aren't ever going to engage in society's rules in good faith.
Yeah.
People who don't
They
have
don't
empathy.
empathize.
Like, obviously, demons don't exist, but
this is an extreme.
this is an
right?
extreme. But there are people, there are humans that functionally
Like serial
operate
killers.
as predatory to other humans.
Yeah.
They are still human, but they lack the pro-social behavior and the empathy that makes us all act in accordance with society and pro-social norms.
And that's
And they will
crazy.
always be that way. And people who are almost too empathetic and too good, because of that theory of mind thing, they cannot understand that there are other people
Who don't think like them.
they always think that, like, oh, if this person just is shown goodness and mercy, they will become good and merciful themselves.
But
And the
that's
thing that
not
sucks,
the case here.
sometimes they're right.
Sometimes they are.
Sometimes
right.
they're right. right, and sometimes that is what somebody needed, but sometimes they're wrong, and nothing you can do will ever get through to that person, and the only thing that you can do is help them to stop hurting other people by removing them from this world.
And how do you make that differentiation?
Yeah.
It's very, very hard.
And that's why, like, while I'm criticizing Western media, like, it is a very fundamentally difficult problem.
Yeah.
I just feel like oftentimes in the stories that we've read, even when it gets punished later, like, the villain
the main
is let
character
live,
is always merciful.
and then then the villain goes on to kill other people. That's never actually addressed sufficiently for satisfaction.
I think it's fascinating that she made this, like, at least so far, it seems like the Demon King, this is the main big bad, and this is their superpower, is that they can play human emotions and feel nothing in return. I think that's so cool that that's what the big bad is in this world.
Because I would say, like, it's the most extreme version of those predatory, psychopathic humans that exist that you can think of.
Yeah. That's
Isn't that
interesting.
crazy?
And now there's a whole bunch of them. This world is cool.
I've been thinking about the last episode a lot, just because the whole concept of super predator humanoid demons is so cool.
Emotionless.
Yeah.
Unempathetic to the extreme. It's so good.
言っておくけど私強いよ。
俺よりもか
Could she just break out whenever she wanted?
乱闘台のアウラよ。
I assume she could have just broken out whenever she wanted. I'm stronger than you, boss.
そうは思えんな。もう決着はついた。
He's hanging her? So his power is some type of
魔
threads.
力の糸か。面白い魔法だ。
Isn't it kind of weird seeing two inhuman beings communicating with no humans present?
Yeah.
Like, I already thought Frieren had a very otherworldly presence about her.
Yeah.
And it just becomes even more otherworldly. I think the author did a good job of Frieren, like, makes herself a little bit more human when she's talking to other humans to facilitate communication.
Yeah.
But now that she's talking to a demon, she just doesn't care to, and it's very...
She's kind of somewhere in between them.
Yeah.
You know?
力を集中させて切断を防いだ。
Oh, he was trying to kill her, not
冷
just
静
hang
だ
her.
な。並な魔法使いなら訳もわからないまま首が落ちている。だがこの糸の強度は魔族の魔法の中でも随一。人類の魔法ではどうにもな
Well,
る
she's
ま
an
い。
elf. I guess everybody's humanity. That...
お前の魔力ごと、その首を断ち切ってやろう。
確かに。この糸を何とかするのは無理そうだ。この程度で勝利を。
I was just thinking, in Magic, if there's something you can't deal with on the board, you know, Magic the card game?
Oh, yeah,
like, let's
yeah.
say there's a card on the board that's like an enchantment or something,
Yeah.
and you don't have any enchantment removal.
Yeah.
The best way to get rid of it is you just kill the player.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, she can't do anything about the wire. I guess it's time for demon removal.
今の魔族は
Gonna
ダ
have
メ
a
だ
cool
ね。
choker the rest of my life
Just
if it
thinking
lacks
was
after
gonna
your death. Whoa!
Oh.
Nice!
Bye bye, arm. She warned you.
She did warn you. 2 arms.
待て、話を。
Let's talk.
Whoa.
Nice. Cold.
I guess she just needed her bare 2 arms.
I think to
That's
answer your
crazy.
question, could she have broken out at any time? The answer is yes. Since she just did CPR and blew him into a million pieces. Don't let Frieren be an EMT, guys, okay?
I want to know how she did it. Like, how does her magic work?
Like, how does she do it without the staff and...
して残り2匹を始末すれば。本社く
Well,
らい
your
は
door is
もらえる
open. You
でしょ
could just leave.
Does she have a spell to reattach the head of a side
衛
character?
兵が死んでる。
Poor guard.
That was very chill considering what we just watched.
She ate a hamburger?
Do you remember there was one of the spider family in Demon Slayer had a similar power? And it took a series of episodes to beat them?
Yeah, because they're so powerful.
And this was just like, oh, cool, yeah, this is one of the strongest demon powers in the world. Okay.
It's crazy.
It's great. It's
a very
interesting.
interesting storytelling.
I think it's hard to do overpowered main characters well.
Yeah.
I think that this show's doing such a good job at it.
これ美味しいですね。
師匠が言ってたぜ。飯がうまい町は平和でいい
It
町
kind of
。
makes sense. Who cares if the food tastes good if you're gonna get killed by a demon the next day?
I would.
That's true. Last meal things, I guess.
シュタルク様、
あげねえぞ。
グラナト伯爵にフリーレン様を釈放してもらえるよう直訴しましょう。この町に危害が及ぶのは時間の問題だと思います。
Yeah, especially
フ
because
リ
the
ー
other
レン
guy
様を
was
牢から出して
a
魔族を
pussy.
倒してもらいましょう。
確かにそうするしかねえか。
The graph guy.
Oh, yeah.
He gave up so easily.
特にあのリュグナーってやつ。とんでもなく強いぜ。周りには俺らや衛兵隊がいたってのに。
フリーレンしか見ていなかったんだ。俺らなんかいつでも殺せると思っているからだ。まだ手の
He's
震えが
shaking.
止まらねえよ。
Oh. Well, get Frieren back and then you'll be safer.
The thing is, I don't trust Stark's threat assessment.
ほら、
Yeah, that's true. He didn't think he could take on a dragon.
Yeah, and that would pretty easily, all things considered.
早く拭いてください。行きますよ。
Oh,
Aw, that
伯爵の
sucks.
そばにはリュグナーたちがいるんだぜ。最悪戦闘になるぞ。
勇者様ご一行ならそれでも行きます。
Like, what would heroes do?
確かに。こんなところでビビってたら、師匠に合わせる顔がねえな。行くか。
そのハンカチは
you don't want my crotch water soaked handkerchief? I'm insulted.
どうしたんですか？
腰が抜けちゃったみたい。
That's a beautiful
ドラ
castle.
ートの魔力が探知できない。
死んだな。
バカだね。油断しすぎだ。
I can't even believe that they're working together as cold co-workers.
Yeah.
Colleagues.
Colleagues.
私たちはアウラ様の懐刀、首切り役人だ。油断した程度で死ぬと思うか？
Evidently, yes.
あの魔法使いは一体。
Gender flipped Evergarden demon.
待たせてすまなかったな。捕らえた魔法使いが脱獄したんだ。衛兵の首を切ってね。
So she's like,
Okay.
それはお困りでしょう。
So he thinks that she
捜
beheaded
索を手伝
Gray.
います。リーニアは魔力探知が得意。
いや、結構。お連れの方が一人足りない
in
よう
case you
だ。
hadn't noticed.
手洗いです。すぐに戻ります。
使用人に場所も聞かずに。あの魔法使いが手だれであることくらいわしにもわかる。それが衛兵にあっさりと囚われたんだ。彼女は衛兵殺しの罪の重さを理解している。
This guy's not stupid. He
No.
just has his emotions being tortured, but
Yes.
he's actually pretty
But
smart.
why is he going to go talk to them again? I feel like he's just gonna keep coming back. This feels like some stupid parable or something from Aesop's Fables, where he just keeps coming back and he's like, I'm gonna ask you again, are you a bad guy, demon? And demon's like, no, still a good guy. And he's like, okay, cool, just checking. Why are you allowing him to talk himself out of situations? There shouldn't be nothing that he could possibly say that would change your conviction that he is evil.
He just thinks that these 4 random soldier guys who are obviously gonna die, including him,
They didn't
are
even
gonna-
bother giving them unique character designs,
No.
Stephanie. They have identical character designs. They covered up their heads so you don't even have to give them like default different hairstyles.
I
They're
know.
so dead.
リュグナード、もう一度だけ聞く。お連れの方はどこに？
You're dead, my guy. I'm sorry.
Oh, is he gonna turn into a Titan? Oh, that was a lot of
ドラ
blood.
ートに脳なしめ。
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Headshot. 100% headshot. Okay.
Zenbu
Blood
daimashita.
blender. Whoa.
How old do you think he is? Because he has a grown-up son who is fighting in the war.
50.
でも不思議なものだ。暴力で解決するしかなくなったこのクソったれな現状が
What a surprise.
私はたまらなく楽しいと思っている。グラナト教、言葉とは何だ？この剣と一体何が違う？
Ah, they just
何
see
を
him as
使おう
another
と
weapon.
弱い者は皆死ぬんだ。この剣の持ち主のようにな。
Well, that's horrifying. He can just do more? Ah. Oh.
So dead.
Maybe Frieren comes? Nope. Okay.
He dead.
所詮、我らは猛獣だ。安心しろ。殺しは
Oh,
せん。
eat him?
お前にはこの町の防護結界の解除を手伝ってもらう。
I feel like he
on,
might be the
Frieren.
kind of guy to kill himself
Rather.
instead of removing the town's barrier.
Yeah.
I think he's that kind of guy.
Oh, come on, Frieren.
I don't
Come save
the,
him.
The demons wouldn't anticipate that behavior though, right? 'Cause they would
No,
never do that.
self-sacrifice. That's true.
Maybe?
That's a good point.
フリーレン様。
It's not me. I'm just...
フリーレン様ですよね。
Let's call me a different name while I'm
にいる
here.
んだ。
まさか脱獄したんですか？
仕方がなかったんだよ。
I didn't realize she was so much more little
牢
than
屋にい
Fern.
たらドラートとかいう魔族が襲ってきてさ。
Some random demon.
一応
He's
倒
dead
した
now.
んだけど。魔族って死んだら魔力の粒子になって消えちゃうじゃん。そいつ老番の衛兵を殺していたんだ。
Oh, she had no evidence that he had died.
その場に残されたのは魔法で首を切られた衛兵。
Well, it looks like she killed
魔
him.
法使いの
She knows that it looks like she killed him.
この状況どう思う？衛兵殺し。
That's how I was actually very impressed with the.
でしょ？めんどくさいから
The king
私は街を出るよ。
She's just leaving? She's not gonna save the town?
それだと残りの魔族が野放しに。
フェルンたちで倒せばいいじゃん。
そんな簡単なことみたいに。
俺たちが叶うような相手じゃねえって。
相手が強かったら戦わないの？
That's a fair question.
それに私は二人があいつらより弱いなんてみじんも思っていないよ。
They're fine. They just. This is just their journey to find out how strong they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Frieren, wait, can you please
戦
give
う
us
から
back up?
さ、せめて手伝ってくれよ。
I think it's
この
funny
通りだ。
that she's like, what, you're not gonna fight them just because they're strong? And we're like, Frieren, you're not fighting them either. Just, we don't know why. You're
She's
just
like, I don't need
leaving.
to. I have you guys. I'm training you.
待ってくれって。頼むよ、フリーレン。
往生際が悪いですよ。腹をくくりましょう。
そんな無理だって。
わがまま言わないの。
She's like, if Miss Frieren says I can, then I can. But like, Frieren knew enough to like harden herself with mana. Have either of them been taught defensive tactics
She even
like
said
that?
that the demons aren't battle hardened.
Yeah.
But neither are. Well, I guess Fern has had some fights.
Yeah,
but I
they
feel
keep
like
dropping those in.
But it seems like there's power is one thing in this world, but knowing
strategy.
tactic, strategy, battle experience, knowing what to do and when to do it seems just
Matters.
as important.
I feel like if Fern had been there, she might have died.
I'm sure Freeman's taking all of this into account, though.
I know, I just gotta trust her.
絶大な魔力だ。
The show does a good job at making me feel like we shouldn't know. Ooh.
I feel like if I was...
What?
Whoa, that was cool. The cinematography in this is really good, too. On top of everything else, man.
Man,
this
these
show's
are some
amazing.
beat-up
whoa,
weapons.
whoa, 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 whoa,
That's
whoa.
gotta be Ara and the demons.
Whoa, 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 whoa. They're all headless. These look like the same suits of armor from the guards, don't they?
Oh,
Hold on.
I didn't even notice they were headless. Oh, I didn't even notice.
How many are there? Why are they all headless?
This must be Ara.
七宝剣。
Ara, the
断頭
guillotine.
台のアウラ。
Oh, she's going
私
for
だって
her.
強い相手との戦いは大嫌いだ。
That's where she's going.
嫌なことは早めに終わら
She
せな
looks
いと
kind of
ね。
excited.
Yeah, it
Creepy
looks
one
scary.
eye.
Is she
Dang,
excited because she
Frieren.
actually does like fighting strong people, or is she excited because she's saying, I hate fighting strong people, glad it's just this bitch? She told the little guy that she was stronger than Aura, and I believe Frieren. I don't feel like she just talks smack for the heck of it. This
No,
is
that's
Stark.
not in her personality.
Stark is so literally me whenever I just don't want to do something, and Steffi's Fern having to drag me there.
She's just gonna fly.
Being a mage seems so much better than being anything else ever.
He's pretty powerful.
Like in D&D, I never think I want to play sorcerers or wizards or whatever.
They're way more fun.
But then when you see the depictions in a fantasy world, it's so obvious that magic is just the best.
I like how they call it a mansion, not a castle.
門番に和睦の使者を殺しに来たとでも言うつもりですか？
Her bright purple hair doesn't give her away at all. Do demons sleep?
That's a very good question.
You know what they need is like a put to sleep spell. That'd be great for sneaking around castles. Where are they?
Oh, wow.
私は魔法が大好きでね。かの腐敗の剣道、クバーン。彼が人生の大半をかけて、人を殺す魔法を開発したように。我々魔族は、長い寿命の中で、一つの魔法の研究に
So
生涯
they're
を
all
捧げる。
different.
年月をかけて日々探求し積み重ねていく。10年後の魔法は今よりもっと優れたものになり、だが魔法というものは不思議なものでな。魔族の侵入を防ぎ、この町を守ってきた大魔法使い、フランメの防護結界。
She has pretty eyes there. Wow.
Are we getting... Is this the backstory for this town? Oh.
Aww.
1000年前の天才が作り上げた魔法が現在の魔法を凌駕すること
That is
は
wild to
That
think
is
about. That's
crazy.
insane. Especially when we've seen how much work has gone in, even since Qual.
Yeah.
And what was that? 70 years, right?
Yeah,
So
that was
Qual,
it.
70 years, completely irrelevant, loser, basic. Flom, 1,000 years ago, still can't be touched.
That's
just
crazy.
so weird, crazy to think
天
about.
才は嫌いだ。積み重ねたものの美しさがない。
I did like that. That
Don't
was
we
a
all feel
beautiful
a little bit
phrase.
like
結
that?
婚の管理を任されているのはあなた方グラナト家だ。魔族の私たちがこの町に入れたということは結界を操作できる魔法が存在するはずだ。それを教えろ。よく考えるといい。人類にとっては待たせるのも有効な外交戦術の一つだろう。儚ければ待っているのは拷問の続きだけだ。
We haven't even seen the little girl's power.
No. We know she can do a lot of locating, though.
I'm surprised she hasn't sensed their
どこか
mana
に
breach
結界関
somewhere.
連の魔導書があるはずだ。寝室を。私は書斎を探す。
Oh, good, they're separate. I appreciate that. We don't have to take them on at the same time.
I think it's something to do with his necklace. What do you think?
Okay, where's
な
Fern?
んだ昼間の冒険者のガキか息子がお迎えに来たのかと思ったぜ
Oh,
ひでえ
that'd be
あれさ
hard.
ここまですんのかよ
He doesn't seem happy to be freed.
今助けてやる
震えているな
悪いかよ
いや勇敢だ
Oh.
What might be a
そ
problem?
の出陣
Aw.
前は震えていた
くそ縄が切れねえ魔法か
わしのことはいい
Why? Is he gonna bleed out regardless?
それよりも町の人々の避難だ
どうせあんたがいなきゃみんな言うこと聞いちゃくれねえよ
わしの首にグラナト家の紋章がかかっているこいつを衛兵に見せれば何だって聞いてくれるさそれとなクソガキわしにタメ口叩くのはこの町では重罪だそうだ今なら見逃してやるさっさと行け
悪いなおっさんこの高そうな椅子ぶっ壊す弁償はできねえけどな
リュグナー様ネズミ
She's so disconcerting to me because she kind of looks like Chica's sister.
I know. Where is
And
Fern?
I'm just like, Chica is so different to her.
今日、お知り合いで。
いや昼間の冒険者の一人だ
Still
連れ
shaking.
の魔法使いが脱獄したとも知らずに直談判に来たのだろ
また
Come on.
帰っていいぞ、小僧。
Really?
見逃してやる。
Why?
Because I guess there's no point.
こいつ俺を見もしない
どうした？そこをどけ。邪魔をするなら殺すぞ。
It's not like mercy, it's almost efficiency.
やってみよう
I'd rather just not bother. Whoa!
Oh.
Oh, but when he bleeds, it just makes him better.
But you're only.
Oh, he can control it when it's detached from his body? That's horrifying.
So he's basically the same as in JJK. He's got the
Yeah.
same blood power.
That's
急所を
Choso.
避けたか。反応もなかなかだ。
It's kind of interesting that he said
だ
demons
が単
specialize
身で
on one
私に
magic
挑
their
ん
whole
だ
lives.
その部位を
Yeah.
So they're like
評価
ultimate
しよう。
specialists, but humans are generalists.
そうかやっぱりお前たちには
Where
見え
is
ていない
she?
んだな
Where is Fern?
なんだと？
フェラン言われた通り隙を作ったぜ
Oh,
リュ
nice.
グナー様魔法使いの反応が
Whoa! Whoa! Well, that okay.
Is he dead?
How much damage can he take?
Apparently a lot, because that didn't kill him. Come on, Fern, hit him again.
人間の魔法使いごときがリーニエの魔力
Dang,
探知を
he's
かい
got
く
a
ぐった
lot
こ
of
と。
him missing.
それにこの魔法は
What kills him? Just decapitation like a vampire?
Yeah, how much punishment can they take?
ここは私が
やめろ。小娘。この魔法は何だ？
一般攻撃魔法確かあなたたちの魔法体系では ゾルトラークと呼ばれているものです。
バカなことを言うな。我ら魔族はゾルトラークなど半世紀以上前に克服している。この魔法を誰から習った？
時間稼ぎのつもりですね。早くとどめを。
Yes.
させない。
フェルン、伯爵の怪我がひどい。やり合う時間はねえぜ。引くぞ。
Nope, let's kill him.
はい。
Can we just get one more Zoltrak?
But it's not Zoltrak, it's something else.
止血が終わり次第追うぞ。お前は戦士の方をやれ。
Oh, man.
あの二人には私の血が付着して
Oh, we didn't think about that.
見失うことはない。
Okay.
リュグナー様が手を下すまでもないでしょう。魔法使いも私も。
I'm
You see how he
annoyed that-
made an extra body with his blood?
Yeah, oh, whoa.
あの魔法は魔族を殺すことに特化した大量が施されていた。
Sneaky Frieren.
もはやあれはゾルトラークと呼べる代物ではない。魔族を殺す魔法だ。あの小娘の所作には面影があった。私は昔同じ魔法を受けたことに。
Yeah.
Wait, he knows?
You didn't
He
recognize
didn't recognize
Frieren?
Frieren?
She's pretty noticeable.
I know.
Memorable.
思い出した。
He just has a really long memory, so he doesn't remember either.
人類のゾルトラークの研究解析に大きく貢献し、歴史上で最も多くの魔族を葬り去った魔
That
She's
was
the
a
demon
cool-
killer. Oh, you see her floating in the moon like Fern? That was really
族
cool.
フリーレン。
They call her Frieren the,
The
Slayer.
Slayer.
That's badass.
嫌いな天才だ。
Hey.
That was really cool.
He hates her because she's a genius. That was so cool. Frieren's scary in
Freaking
battle.
scary for demons.
Ugh, I was sad they didn't finish him off. I thought they were as strong as them.
They wanted to save the leader of the
They
town.
could do that if they were fighting. And
Yeah.
then it's probably better to take, you know, a huge battle out into the countryside instead of in a tiny little castle where people
Yeah.
are sleeping.
And everybody's gonna die. I thought there would be more cross-pollination between the demon magic system and the human magic system. It's interesting that they're running completely parallel.
Independently.
Yeah, completely, or maybe not completely, but largely independently, largely parallelly. Because then it's kind of like you take a martial arts school and you put it in one part of the country, and you take another martial arts school and put it in a different part of the country, and you only let them meet like occasionally to fight it out and see what techniques each has independently developed.
I know. It's funny because, like, Frieren isn't telling Fern, hey, by the way,
Yeah, this is a special demon killing spell that's
just-
based off
she's
of
just a-
Zoltrak.
ordinary offensive Zoltrak.
You know, in a fighting video game, she's just like pressing A. She's like, this is just A. I'm not even using anything modified attack. Frieren only taught her specials.
That's a problem, though. If they can identify what the magic is,
That was fast.
then if they know the magic, then they can create a counter. So we don't want that.
Over enough time, though, right? It
Yeah.
still they'll have to take time, hopefully.
Well, if we just kill them, then they don't have that time.
But here's
So
a question.
That's my
He-
solution.
He said that the demons will each specialize on one magic.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they would be flexible enough to then be like, okay, well, I'm going to now learn how to counter Zoltrak? Or will they still just focus on developing their one magic? Because it seems like humans are developing things based on what the demons are doing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like an arms race for the humans. If I'm understanding what he said about the demons correctly, and we don't know how flexible this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are just like, this is my magic. I do blood magic. I'm going to develop this to its highest potential, regardless of any of the other types of magic that there are, or like metagame theory fighting humans. It's like, I'm just doing this, study the metagame, or even figure out how to use that technique.
So they haven't even bothered.
So I'm just curious, because the authors clearly put a lot of thought into this. So I'm just very curious how like the metagame is going to develop with the
I don't
the different
know,
magic
but I think if we
systems.
kill them, we don't have to worry about it.